morning and good day, beautiful seekers and friends alike. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Isabella the Seeker. I am your local intuitive and friend here to aid you on your journey of love and of life. Now today, I am brought to you with a channeled message from Spirit. I was meditating and I felt the urge to make this message, so here we are. Now wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I'd like you to just close your eyes for a second. Close your eyes and take one really big, deep breath. And as you release your breath, I want you to just feel in your body where you're holding your tension. And keep breathing and really focus on this area. And as you breathe, I want you to release the tension with every exhale. I've got my selenite wand here and I'm going to cleanse you with it. So I want you to take even more deep breaths with your eyes closed. As you do this, I'm cleansing your energy of any and all negative, static, lingering thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. These are being cleansed out of your auric field and you are being renewed. Breathe into this energy, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Okay, we're gonna pull some cards for what's happening in your immediate life right now that you need to know about. For the collective consciousness, Spirit, please help me cleanse their energies by watching this video. Spirits, angels, and guides, the collective consciousness, what do they need to know? What do they need to know? Justice. Justice, it fell out in reverse. Spirit is saying that your time will come, but the more that you hold on to things, the less you are in your power. Spirit is saying that what you want is within reach. All you have to do is close your eyes and listen for it. Spirit is like giving me an energy of static, like static being in your brain, in all of our brains. Collectively, I think we're all feeling sort of disempowered. Collectively, I think that we're in an energy of feeling kind of stagnant and feeling like we're in a transition that has been going on for a while, and it's amounting to something, and we can feel the energy gaining momentum in our lives, but at the same time it feels like not enough is happening, or like we're not reaching our goal. Spirit wants you to know, whoever's watching this, that this is just an illusion. That your goal is within reach. The thing is that it's energy. You know, you create your reality by being in the energy that you're in, right? So, you know, if you're in an energy constantly of sadness, of darkness, of depression, and you're not allowing yourself to even try to adjust that energy, you know, to just get some fresh air once a day, or do something productive once a day, or, you know, reach out to people who can make you feel better. If you're sitting in an energy of kind of waste, that's the word I'm hearing. Yeah, okay. We had a few cards flip. Then, you know, that's the energy that you're creating, and I can completely understand it. I felt really disheartened today. I felt really stagnant. I felt like really unproductive. it's a collective consciousness, and we're all in this energy together, and it's just the way that it works, because we're all connected. It's not just people watching this, it's everyone. It's everyone that lives, that breathes in this present moment, because time isn't real, you guys. Time is not real. Everything is energy, right? If I were in an energy of love, if I was working so hard on everything in my life and I came to a place of total fulfillment because everything just was aligning perfectly and I felt like I was making an impact on the world around me, I would feel fulfilled. I would feel happy with myself. And by being in that energy for long enough and allowing myself to appreciate the world that I'm in and the things that are around me, more and more of that abundance will come to me because that's what I am vibrating at. And so other things that are aligned with that will come to me. It's a magnet. It's a magnetic pole. That's energy. If I'm in a dark, nasty, gloomy energy, I'm going to keep attracting more of that and more of that and more of that. That is energy. Energy is constantly flowing and fluxing and fluctuating, so we can change our energy. Let's take one big deep breath together. And let's release any and all negative energy from our beings. And another one, breathing in love and light. And breathing out all the rest. There's a real energy of not expressing ourselves, not feeling comfortable to be confident. I don't know what this energy is. I don't know if we're limiting ourselves, or if we're feeling oppressed. There's a real feeling of oppression in the general consciousness right now. Let's see what the cards say. Okay, King of Cups, Ace of Cups in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, and the World. Wow, wow, you guys, serious energy. Yeah, this might have to do with love, I'm not gonna lie. I think consciously we're all feeling very emotional. I think there's a Scorpio full moon coming up actually, so this makes sense. It feels to a lot of us like we're wasting our energy on things that aren't good for us. It feels like people are taking advantage of us. It feels like with this Ace of Cups in reverse, we're missing out on an opportunity. Yeah, King of Cups. Wow. Yeah, it's a very emotional, creative energy that we're moving into. But right now we're like on the cusp of it, and there's this feeling of being unfulfilled. There's this feeling of feeling like we're not attracting the right thing, and like that kind of stressing us out, and just this whole static. Remember the static? We're keeping ourselves too busy. There's too many energies that are depleting us. We need to separate ourselves from these energies. The world, there are new cycles beginning all around us. There are energetic cycles coming to a close, and that's why it feels so strange. There's a shift happening collectively in the entire world, the entire globe of consciousness, because we are all the same. We are all one. We are all living. If you're alive, you are connected to me. If you're a brand new baby, if you just came out of the womb and you're a brand new baby, or you're a 99-year-old man, you are both conscious, right? You are both conscious. You have infinite power of your mind. You can develop your mind to do anything. You can develop your body to do anything. So you are the same. You have the same infinite potential because you are alive. That is what life is. You have the power, the potential to keep evolving, learning, growing, developing. That is why we are all one. Energetically, we are all the exact same. We're just experiencing different parts of a timeline and of a story and of a perspective. But we're all the same, and there's new cycles happening, there's new things happening, big shifts coming, and that's why, if you're feeling wherever you are, if you're feeling unaligned or out of balance, it's because things are trying to weave themselves out of your life, and the energy is kind of feeling disruptive. It's feeling resistant. I feel the resistance. It's within our energies, within ourselves. It's within our physical beings. You know, because there is such an emotional shift happening for all of us. I swear, things are happening. Like, either new love is coming into a lot of people's lives, or people are healing themselves, or we're moving into a space of walking away from what no longer serves us. But there is an energy here of old endings, people wasting our energy, people taking from our energy, making us feel depleted. These cycles being washed away and new romantic cycles beginning, new emotional and creative cycles beginning. This is a time of manifestations coming to fruition. So if you've been dreaming about something, if you've been receiving signs all around, you know, it's not an accident. It's not an accident. Spirits, angels, and guides, do you have any channeled messages for my audience, my consciousness, my collective group of souls? What do you need them to know, Spirit? Okay, take a deep breath. Let's you and me both. Two more. Stop putting your pain aside and address it. Who is in your life that makes you feel depleted? Who is in your energy that you can step away from? Someone that doesn't make you feel happy, someone that doesn't make you feel like your true self is draining your energy. With this Ace of Cups in reversed, Spirit is asking you to go within and to trust your emotions. Trust your pain. Why is it there? What has caused this? Analyze that. Ask yourself that and just sit with it. And take a deep breath. There's a real energy of the collective consciousness, me included, being way too distracted, being way too putting our energy in all the wrong things, like technology. Technology is literally ruining my life. I am about to delete all my social media. I say that sometimes, and then I do it, and then I re-download. Why? I don't understand. It's so addictive. I find myself just looking at people's stories, and like, it just doesn't make me feel good. I find myself in people's energies that just don't make me feel good. They don't make me feel like my most high potential, you know? They don't make me feel like my magical self. They don't make me feel like my strong, deep, wise, intuitive self. I feel self-conscious around certain people, or I feel anxious around certain people. Why? I have to ask myself. We have to ask ourselves, why? What about it is making me feel this way? And trust that that's happening for a reason. I've come back to myself these past few days, and it's hard because, you know, when you're someone who takes on energy so easily and you're so sensitive to things like I am, and I'm sure a lot of my viewers are, we have to learn ways that are personalized to ourselves and our own needs to protect ourselves, because energy vampires are real, man. Like, energy vampires are so real. People will come into your life to literally suck your energy away and to make you feel self-conscious and to make you feel anxious and drained. And it's not your energy, it's their energy. But for some reason, you were brought to them and they were brought to you. That's because everything is a mirror. You're looking at me right now. I'm talking to you, whoever is watching this. Time is not real. If you were brought to this video, it's because there was a message in here for you. when we're brought into certain circumstances or certain places, you know, because our gut just tells us, hey, I want to go here today, and we just go there. Chances are we were brought there for a reason. Something is going to happen. And the more we just let ourselves feel and trust our feelings, trust our instincts. Like today, I was led to the park. I went to the park and I sat in nature, and I sat and I talked to the trees, and I had all these feelings of anxiety become aware to me. I became aware of how much I was concerned with the ways that other people were viewing me. I'm someone who, I don't like when people look at me too much. I don't like when people stare at me. I am very expressive, right? So like I'll go outside and like I want to look at everything, and I want to look at the trees, and I'm smiling, and I'm just appreciating, and like and I maybe I'll start having a conversation with myself. I love to talk to myself. I love to talk to myself. I truly think talking to yourself is one of the healthiest, okay, I guess you could call it coping mechanisms. That was kind of what like came to my mind. Yeah, it's one of the healthiest coping mechanisms and just like human behaviors that we have. Because I just feel like when I talk to myself, I can appreciate myself so much, you know, rather than when I'm just in my head, you know, to getting the thoughts out like into the world, it just reminds me of who I am, and it makes things more clear to me. And you know, when I'm in public and I start to like have a conversation with myself, obviously people are going to look at me and they're going to think I'm kind of crazy. And like, am I crazy? Like maybe I'm crazy. I'm just like having a conversation with myself, and it feels really good. So why would I not do that, you know? But I'm working so many things out, you know, when I talk to myself, when I'm looking in the mirror or walking around or pacing or just on a walk and thinking about things, you know, it's like I have all of these realizations because I'm just open and I'm just letting things flow, and everything just works itself out when you do that, you know, there's nothing holding you back, so your wisdom comes out and it guides you, you know, you're not just formulating all these thoughts in your head that never reach the surface. No, you're letting them come out, and by doing so, they start to work themselves out, and you can realize things. So when I do this, yeah, I feel people looking at me, and my instant automatic reaction as a human being is to stop, right? Is to be quiet, because I don't want them judging me. I don't want them looking at me and thinking like, oh, that's weird. But the thing is, I've always been weird. I've always been so weird. And for some reason, we shame being weird in this society, and it's like only the outcasts. I mean, truly, the outcasts are usually the ones who are most happy and most successful because they dare to do things differently. And it's interesting because even as high vibrational as I am, I literally connect with the spirit world like a lot of the time, you know? Even with all that happening, me being led on this spiritual path and being enlightened to their messages and receiving information from a higher power, which everyone is capable of doing, by the way. It just is a matter of practice and really investigating, you know, your natural abilities. You know, there are still there's still so much programming within me that tells me to be afraid of what other people think. And that tells me to be ashamed of myself when I'm around other people, you know? And it's like, what? I don't know where this came from. I know it's society. It must be childhood, you know? It's just, we need to reshape the way that we see the word weird and the way that we see the word strange. And it's not strange to talk to yourself. It's not strange to love yourself and to give yourself physical reminders. You know, like when I'm in public, sometimes if I feel the energy around me and it's anxious, you know, I feel energy. So if I feel the energy and it's anxious, people are anxious a lot of the time. They're stressed out, they're sad, they're fearful. Those are just ego feelings, you know, those aren't the soul would never feel those things. That's just what the mind does. That's just what the human brain teaches us to do. And it's protective. It's just trying to shield us from their energy and trying to shield us from what we perceive to be a threat, you know, which is other people. But the thing is, there is nothing weird or negative about giving yourself, you know, comfort or healing. Or if you're in a situation with people who you're not liking their energy and you want to leave, there is nothing wrong with leaving. There is nothing wrong with exiting a situation you don't feel comfortable with. There is nothing wrong with expressing who you are outwardly and fully, or keeping it all in and allowing yourself to just process and not needing to be so outward with your expression. There is nothing wrong with these things. These are what make us special. This world needs us to be ourselves, because we need to show each other that it's good to be strange and that it's good to be weird. And I mean, maybe when I'm just talking to myself now, maybe I'll just keep doing it. I mean, who cares if they think I'm crazy? I am crazy, you know? We're all crazy. You're crazy if you think that keeping yourself in a box and keeping yourself in an idea of what other people want to see of you because it makes them feel validated, because it makes them feel big or important or similar to others, rather than just being yourself. If you think that that's not crazy, then this society has done a really good job at getting into your brain. And I'm just telling you, we need to stop. We need to open our eyes to all the ways that we are oppressing ourselves. Because when we can stop doing that and we can just accept that everyone's going to judge us no matter what. They're going to judge us whether they like what we look like, whether they like our outfit or our hair or our face or our body, or if they don't like our outfit or our hair or our face or our body or our energy or whatever story they're projecting onto us. Everything is just a projection anyway. No one knows what you're thinking. No one knows what you're feeling. They are just projecting their thoughts and their feelings onto you. Always. They'll never know what you're truly thinking or feeling. So you have the right. You have the power. You have the control over yourself to think what you want and to feel what you want. So why not think loving thoughts about yourself? Why not consciously, when you catch yourself thinking self-destructive thoughts or judgmental thoughts about others, you know, why not catch yourself and say, okay, whoa, just take a breath, man, take a breath. And actually take a breath. Why are we so afraid to breathe? Breathing is like this sacred, beautiful life source. It's what flows, it's what keeps us alive, but we're so afraid and we're so shy about our breath, you know? There's so much you can release through breath, through movement, through speaking, through song, through art, through writing, through expression. I say we all embrace this energetic shift that's happening collectively, consciously, and we embrace it with courage. And we embrace it with the knowingness that we are perfect. There's nothing we have to change. Not for anyone, not for strangers, not for lovers, not for friends, not for parents, not for ourselves. We don't have to change ourselves. We were born perfect. Everyone else is trying to change us. So what we have to do is love us unconditionally. And say, yeah, maybe I have some pimples, or maybe I'm a bit heavier than I'd like to be, or maybe I'm failing a class, or maybe I'm not friends with this person anymore, or maybe they broke up with me, you know? And say, yeah, well, that probably happened for a reason, because probably I wasn't aligned with whatever was happening there, and when I'm ready, I'll come back at it and I will do so much better the next time. Because now I know. Now I know this thing about myself, and now I know how to go about it better. Now I've learned. Because every day, every second, every opportunity, every thought, every experience, every person is a learning opportunity. And it's time that we actually take the time to process what we're learning. To just sit in meditation, you know? Sit in nature, that's a form of meditation. Read a book, that's a form of meditation. Write some things down, that's meditation. Make some art, sing a song, look at yourself in the mirror and just breathe. It is time for us to come back to us. Come back to you. And if we can do that, then yeah, some good cycles are beginning. You are never alone. If you feel alone, take a deep breath and think about one person in your life that you love. One person that loves you. Think about them. And just think. Think about what makes them so beautiful. Think about what makes them so important to you. Because by practicing gratitude, by just taking a minute to think about all that we have that is so perfect, just like us, we become even more aligned with the energy of love and of gratitude. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever you're thinking or feeling, I am sending you so much love. Breathe it in, feel it all around you. Because this love is holy, this love is the love of us, it's consciousness, it's being alive, it's celebrating life. And we're going to give it to ourselves now, and we're going to get rid of all the things that don't serve us, and that drain us, and that take away from us. We're getting rid of all that, we're closing out those doors. I believe in you. You can do this, brave, brave, brave warrior. Wherever you are, this life is not easy, but it is beautiful. And I'm proud of you for getting this far and to continue to move forward. That is a large accomplishment, and we are doing it together, people. Don't let this life get you down for too long. I know it's confusing and it's oppressive, but it's time that we start giving the love back to ourselves. If you've made it this far in the video, make sure to comment below, #GiveTheLoveBack, okay? We're giving it to ourselves, we're giving it to each other, we're giving it to Mother Earth, we're giving it to this consciousness, because we are all the same. We are all one, you feel me? We are one. I love you, beautiful, valid warrior. You are so strong. You've got this. Love and light.